Good afternoon, sir. I do have the final results for constituency of St. Christopher 1, polling division 3E, where 368 persons were registered. Those whose surnames started with A to those whose surnames started with K. The candidate, Dr. Jeffrey Hanley of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party, received 84 votes. That's 84 votes. Candidate Ian Patches Libert of the People's Action Movement received 67 votes. There were no spoiled ballots and there were 14 rejected ballots for a total of 165 ballots cast. Moving on to polling station 5, where 324 persons were registered at the police training school. Candidate Dr. Jeffrey Hanley of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party received 103 votes, 103. Ian Patches Libert of the People's Action Movement received 87 votes. There were no spoiled ballots and 9 rejected ballots for a total of 199 ballots cast. And for station number 6, polling station number 6, where 253 voters were assigned, candidate Dr. Jeffrey Hanley of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party received 70 votes, 70, and Ian Patches Libert of the People's Action Movement received 69 votes. There were no spoiled ballots and 5 rejected ballots for a total of 144 ballots cast. Therefore, of the 6,002 persons voting allocated to constituency of St. Christopher 1, candidate Dr. Jeffrey Hanley of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party received 1,658 votes, 1,658. Ian Patches Libert of the People's Action Movement received 1,634 votes. There were 6 spoiled ballots. There were 98 rejected ballots for a total of 3,380 votes cast. Therefore, the member elected for the constituency of St. Christopher 1 is Dr. Jeffrey Hanley of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party. I also have a few results for St. Christopher 8, where the counting is continuing. And in that constituency, we have 5 results to share. For constituency number 8, polling station number 4C, St. Peter's Anglican Church Hall, where 456 voters were assigned. Those whose surnames began with A to those whose surnames began with Y. Candidate Dr. Terence Drew of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party received 183 votes, 183. Eugene Hamilton of the People's Action Movement received 109 votes. There were no spoiled ballots, no rejected ballots, for a total of 292 votes cast. 4D, Connery Community Center, 359 persons assigned, those whose surnames started with A to those whose surnames started with G. Candidate Dr. Terence Drew of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party received 97 votes, 97. Candidate Eugene Hamilton of the People's Action Movement received 112 votes, 112. There were no spoiled ballots and no rejected ballots for 211 votes cast. Station 4E, where 381 persons were assigned. Those whose surnames began with H to those whose surnames began with M. Dr. Terence Drew of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party received 138 votes, 138. Eugene Hamilton of the People's Action Movement received 116 votes. There were no rejected ballots and no spoiled ballots for 254. Station 4F, Connery Preschool, where 373 persons were assigned, those whose surnames began with N to those whose surnames began with Z. Dr. Terence Drew of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party received 89 votes. Eugene Hamilton of the People's Action Movement received 139 votes. There was one spoiled ballot and no rejected ballot for 228 votes cast. Station 5A, St. Peter's Primary School, where 414 persons were assigned, those whose surnames began with A to those whose surnames began with C. Dr. Terence Drew of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party received 189 votes. Eugene Hamilton of the People's Action Movement received 102 votes. There were no spoiled ballots and no rejected ballots for a total of 291 votes cast. These are the results thus far, and until we get more, it's back over to Master Control.